Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu got an exclusive trailer, which I hate these, but I hate that they do these. I understand that they want to reward the people.
Sure,
that
you want something special there, but like,
yes, but it was in fucking Japan.
Yeah, a week later, just put it up on YouTube. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Right, and it's like, it was in Japan, motherfuckers. Do you have any idea how expensive it is to travel to fucking Japan? I lived there. Back then, it was expensive to get to Japan. You know,
although it's apparently pretty cheap once you get there because their currency isn't super
diluted. Yeah. Right, yeah. Also, it's just a better place to be in general. And when I had to leave, I cried because I was in love with it. Anyway, they dropped a trailer. Star Wars: The Mandalorian Grogu feature Din Djarin killing some stormtroopers, taking down some fucking ATSTs. There were little cell phone videos of it. So I got to see it, but it was in really low quality. And this is the thing, Disney, is like people, you're never going to stop people. You're never going to stop the one guy that gets the video of it. It doesn't matter how hard you tighten your grip. Systems will just keep slipping right fucking through. So we're going to see the trailer anyway. Wouldn't you rather us see it the way it's meant to be seen?
In glorious 4K or whatever.
Right, so just drop the motherfucker on YouTube and stop fucking around with us. We see Rhoda the Hutt, who apparently is now a gladiator fighter, I guess.
Okay.
And he's actually reminds me of a character that was in our Edge of the Galaxy campaign, or Edge of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Yeah. Campaign.
Edge of the Empire.
Yeah, Edge of the Empire campaign. A swole Hutt, which apparently Rhoda the Hutt grew up fairly well for a.
Also,
for
like that one Hutt in the comics who runs Black Sun, Crimson Sun, Crimson Dawn.
Crimson. Well, it's not Crimson Dawn. It's he's just a Hutt. Yeah, okay. And so that's the thing about Hutts, and a lot of people don't realize this is that Hutts, when they're younger, are more trim and more muscular, and as they get older and more like they get into
richer,
right? Yeah. They get fatter and yeah. I get to see some Imperial Walkers get fucked. Sigourney Weaver. Not only was there for an interview and on the panel and shit, is in the trailer as well, and she plays. I was really hoping that they weren't just recasting Amy Sedaris's character.
Yeah,
and that's not it at all. She's an entirely new. Okay. She's like a New Republic former pilot commander kind of character.
Okay,
cool. And I mean, Sigourney Weaver is a world class fucking actor, particularly in sci-fi. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her as well. We got a bunch of confirmations that certain things are still happening. Now, until they actually happen, I do not believe them, because Star Wars, Lucasfilm is really bad at announcing shit, and it never happens. But Kathleen Kennedy got up and was like, okay, the Rey movie, still happening.
Okay.
James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi thing, still happening.
Okay.
Simon Kinberg, the guy that co-wrote Rebels, Star Wars, Rebels or Clone Wars, is getting an entire trilogy, apparently.
That there's no way that's gonna survive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that they gave that, like they were gonna give a trilogy to the fucking Game of Thrones guys and Rian Johnson.
Well, to be fair, the Game of Thrones guys, that was their trilogy to lose, and they found a way to lose it. Yeah. That isn't so much on Lucasfilm as it was. They're like, oh, they're fucking idiots. We can't let them do a Star Wars. Taika Waititi's movie apparently is still happening, albeit
on Taika time.
Albeit with some shade thrown at Taika Waititi by Kathleen Kennedy, who got up on stage and was like, "Well, Taika's working on Taika time, and I would like him to know." If he's still watching, if he's watching right now, the ball's in your court, motherfucker. Turn in your fucking script and we'll do your movie. That's like almost literally what she said.
You know, while this was happening, Taika was just at home, sitting on his beanbag chair in his boxers, eating Cheetos or something. Yeah.
I really want a Taika Waititi movie.
I really want it too. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but it would be nice.
A huge fucking reveal. Mm-hmm. Sean Levy's Star Wars movie has a title, Star Wars Starfighter, and will star Ryan Gosling. Ooh. And starts filming this fall, and they're eyeing a May 28th, 2027 release. Why are they calling it Star Wars?
Right around the time of that next Star Wars celebration, by the way.
Yeah. No. That's correct, yeah. So I don't... Star Wars Starfighter, I thought might have been like a working title, but no, that's like I don't know why it's called that. I think it happens, I think, before the sequel trilogy, but after Jedi. But it might actually be after the sequel trilogy. I can't remember.
Okay.
So we don't know a ton about it, but I mean, Ryan Gosling is a good actor, and we'll see what happens with it.
A little while ago, you linked me some rumor about someone else who had been cast in there. I forget who it was now.
In that movie, you mean?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Are you sure it wasn't just Ryan Gosling?
No, it was someone opposite Ryan Gosling.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. If you remember, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. Light and Magic, I think right now has a second season on Disney Plus, which is a documentary style. Like, this is Industrial Light and Magic.
This is what ILM does. They were in all these movies you like. Aren't they great?
They invented everything we know about digital effects today. It's just it's incredible. The legacy of artists in that company is incredible.
And the way George Lucas embezzled a bunch of money out of Fox
to found it,
like half the budget of the original Star Wars.
He's like, we're starting ILM, and it's going to belong to me somehow.
I have no idea how he got away with that.
The funniest moment from this, by the way, is, and I can't remember the guy's name in it, and it makes me upset, but he was like one of the head animators for episode 2, read the script and saw that Yoda was going to fight. Mm-hmm. But all that George Lucas has written in the script was Yoda fights, and it's the most epic thing anyone has ever seen. And this guy is like, how are we going to do that? Because George Lucas is like, you can't do puppets. And he's like, what else is
what
there?
The fuck does that mean?
And apparently, I didn't realize this, but Ahmed Best was more involved in the effects in general in the movies because he was Jar Jar and spent a lot of time with the effects guys and stuff. And he saw this animator just walking around the parking lot in a daze because he didn't know what he was going to do. And so he told him about it. And then Ahmed Best took him into his trailer and showed him a bunch of anime movies. And they blocked out how the fight was going to go and pumped him up. And was like, dude, you can do this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And Ahmed Best
Good
apparently,
guy, Ahmed Best.
It's one of the reasons the Yoda fight in episode 2 was so fucking cool. So there you go.
Good for you, Ahmed Best.
One of my favorite moments in Star Wars Celebration, Manny Jacinto.
Oh yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, did a little interview. By the way, hottest man alive. And guess what? The crowd was chanting the entire time.
Season 2.
Season 2
would be nice.
Just gonna leave that there. Mm-hmm. Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord is happening in between the Clone Wars and Rebels, and it looks like we might be getting a Darth Talon character as well. So if you know about Darth Talon, it's a whole thing. We'll probably talk about it at some point. Yeah. So that'll be an animated series that looks cool as fuck, and I'm always ready for more.
Is it still in that Clone Wars 3D animation style?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we learned a bunch of shit about Ahsoka season 2. First of all, that the entire season is a grand war with Grand Admiral Thrawn versus Admiral Akbar.
Okay.
On one side, on the Skywalker galaxy side, and then where fucking Ahsoka and everyone else are, they're bringing back Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. Rory McCann is now confirmed as the recast for Baylan Skoll. They showed a picture of him in the costume. Mm-hmm. He looks good. I did express some trepidation about this casting because I love Rory McCann. He plays one of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones. But I couldn't see the connective tissue between him and Baylan Skoll, and I still kind of can't. That being said, if he channels the character and he does a good job, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what he does with it. And I'm sure he'll be good. I mean, he's such a good actor.
He was the Hound?
The Hound, yes. Yeah. Sandor Clegane, yeah.
I believe.
And he's good. He's so fucking good. They're eyeing a 2026 release for this. And there's a big elephant in the room that we have to talk about where it comes to Ahsoka Season 2, which is that if Grand Admiral Thrawn has come back to the galaxy in his raging war against the New Republic, Luke Skywalker does not stay out of this war. It just and if they find a way for him to just be on a field trip the whole time or something, I think that old school Star Wars fans are going to be like, dude, this, he's got one job and it's to deal with shit like this. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have to see some Luke Skywalker in this series, and hopefully they just buckle up and do it, and it'll be epic as fuck, and that'd be cool. But what they can't do is just be like, oh, he went grocery shopping actually, and he's not around. So yeah. Or they do the thing.
He went to escort Poochie back to his home planet.
Right. Or they do the thing in the one Spider-Man, the one where they go to France or whatever, or Rome, where Spider-Man's like, get Captain Marvel, and he's like, she's off planet. Don't do that shit. Like, if you're gonna do Thrawn versus the fucking New Republic, you have to have Luke Skywalker. Star Wars Zero Company got an official trailer.
Okay.
And I don't know about this. I understand what video game it's supposed to look like because it's like XCOM or whatever. Yeah. I've never played those kinds of games before, so I'm not really sure at the look of it. I'm used to a different kind of Star Wars game. Yeah. That being said,
not every game is going to be for you,
right?
And that's okay.
And I'm still going to play it, by the way, because it's Star Wars, and but if I'm surprised about it, I'm surprised about it. Star Wars Outlaws will have DLC featuring Hondo Ohnaka, and I'm excited for that because I had some problems with Star Wars Outlaws in general. However, I ended up enjoying more of it than I didn't. And I think Hondo is a great fit for that story, and Kay Vess, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. Okay. Star Wars Visions Season 3 is happening, as well as a spin-off series on the 9th Jedi, which is my favorite. It's my favorite episode.
It's up there, definitely, yeah. Japan was the absolute perfect place to announce all this. Yep. It's just so appropriate, given that almost all those episodes come from Japanese anime studios, who not only did a fantastic job, but you can tell they were thrilled to be doing this.
Yeah, right.